Well, good day, folks. So I've upgraded my Freightliner. Got a 875 horsepower supercharged Cummins diesel. Hasn't gone up that much. It's an older, I think it's a 1968 engine, I think, but it definitely sounds like a supercharged. So when you start it, I lost that high-speed start sound that sounded like an impact wrench taking off a wheel nut that the Freightliner had, but we got this now. I think that hum in the background is the supercharger. Well, I'm hoping it's not too loud. Let me know if it's too loud and I'll turn the sound down. Yeah, it's at 50%, so it shouldn't be too bad. When it's gonna rain. I've increased the rain frequency because we're heading up the coast. So I got the rain set at let's look at the rain, the options and not the escape key. We've got the rain up a bit at 30%. I usually have it down here, so we got it here 40. So more chances to get rain, but we are probably going into rain. We're going to Ottawa once we get to Mobile and pick up this load. So now we'll probably pick up gas on the way too. You notice the RPM. This engine shifts between 1500 and 2000 is the RPM range. Well, they advised it's got a fairly narrow torque range, and the advice was to a few more gears wouldn't hurt. So I think I had a 12 plus 1, and I got a 16 plus 2. It should help. I've also got a fairly high rear differential. It's a 3.75. It's the one I had before. The revs stay low, maybe because it's a supercharged, but the guy who did the rev, if you look, it's on my, I put it on a link to it on my Discord. Stalls out there when you start off. Kind of weird. So we're going to Mobile. It's an hour to get to Mobile, and I think the job disappears in 11 hours or something, so we should be good. It'll be daylight by the time we get the job. We're losing the darkness and losing the lane now. I'm not sure what kind of mileage we're going to get with this engine. I'll be shitty. We'll monitor the. We had 3.3 last trip. That's before we got a better engine. Not a huge tank either, so we'll see how we do. Ooh, good thing I didn't try to run the light, because that guy decided to stop and see if anybody was coming in a completely empty intersection. Nice trick, buddy. Oh, just a sec. There's not a horde here. Say, Mel. Oh, we got blue lights on in here. I forgot we still had the lights on. Shit, we should have taken that off the dealer. There'll be a dealer in. I mean, it's sort of okay, but it's kind of dumb. I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Kind of neat, like an interior light. You can see stuff at night inside it, so maybe we'll leave it. Are you waiting there for me? Oh, you're waiting for me. Yeah, thank you. It accelerates pretty fast because it's empty. It gets up to highway speeds pretty fast. Big long, oops, ran off the road. Big long dong. Thank you very much for hosting me. I wonder if you have auto host on. That's good. I appreciate that. Got a new improved truck to tell people about once I get a few more people on here. Still dark, but it's, well, it's 4:30 in the morning. We'll get there at 5 in the morning, just when it starts getting bright. Ah, Canadian scientist, hello. How are you? I'm in my upgraded Freightliner. I found an engine mod. I posted a link to it on my Discord, on the general chat. It's, I think 1968 Cummins diesel, supercharged diesels. Hence the, well, outside it's even. Definitely a lot of engine noise. At least not too loud outside. It's a supercharged engine, and the guy who posted it, who put the mod up on Steam Workshop, he put some copies from the manufacturer's recommendations. One of the things that they said basically to rev the shit out of it. Oh, just a sec, I have to change my screen because I can't see the bottom of my chat because that's too high. That's better. So just to say, this is a high revving engine, 1500 to 2200 is the range. My day was good. My day was good. I had a good day at school. I did a bunch of, I caught up in a bunch of reading. And I had ordered Fear by Woodward. Excuse me, the expose book that Bob Woodward had written about Trump. I ordered a copy because Amazon said pre-order and we'll guarantee delivery September 11th on the release date. So I thought, that's cool, I'll take that. So here I am waiting to see what's going to happen today, and just after noon they changed the status to say it'll be delayed. It'll get it between September 24th and October 9th. Figured out well. I'm not going to be excited then. So I canceled the order. Maybe they didn't order enough or something. So what do you think? I'm wondering whether you need to get rid of this. I got this blue light inside, wherever that option is. Interior lighting. It's kind of nice because it means you've got lighting at night when you're driving, so maybe I'll leave it. So, but yes, so tell me about the day at school. Unless you want to just completely forget about it. But I can commiserate, because I did go to school once. I'm not sure where we're going to. I think we're going into an oil refinery or a bunch of storage tanks. Yep, Big Long Dawn, my day was okay. Too. Like I said, did a lot of reading. Caught up on my Globe and Mail, and I had a bunch of back copies of the Guardian Weekly, so that's good. My book is canceled. I got library books to look at still. Upgraded my truck. Did the dishes. Got another coffee. We're going to. Oh, we're not going to Ottawa. I thought we were going to New Brunswick. I thought I said on my that we're going from Mobile to New Brunswick to Ottawa. Oh well, doesn't matter. There's a detour I want to take that is recommended. That's my trailer. Over here, I guess. I changed high schools after grade 10. I went from a kind of a nerd school in Toronto. Malvern Collegiate at the time was not a rough school. And I was a smart kid, and I was, top of my class there. I went from there to grade 11 in Kirkland Lake in a jock school, where smart people weren't part of the cool crowd. You had to be either a jock or dumb or both. No one in your group did their work. Electrical class, my team was setting up and the running wrong, and my friends ditched me, so yeah, it was a fun day. Well, that sucks. And hopefully the consequence of your team not doing your work, I mean, you learn, well, it depends who was the team leader, I guess, but hopefully one would hope that the teacher also evaluates that, like in the real world when you're, Ooh. This may be too much weight for this thing. Look at this trying to start off. $7 may be too much for this. We just don't have the, well, that's interesting. We just don't have the traction. Did I get caught on the, oh, sorry. I got caught on the edge, so let's see what happens if I'm not caught on the edge. maybe I need to do. I'm not sure whether this is going to work. Oops, especially if I don't shift. Well, I think we need a better transmission. We do have a 75 horsepower. We don't really have the. I wonder if I can get a better transmission. What do we got here? We've got a. I think we've got a 12 plus 1. Let's drop the trailer. Just abandon the trailer in the middle of the field. Let's see what happens. Yeah, what'll happen, people sit behind the trailer and beep their horn rather than go around in the middle of the night. Because people are right, you know. Okay, so what do I have for the transmission? I have 16 plus 2 with a 3.75. Oh, you see, I can get a higher differential. 4.1. See, I can get a 16, 16, 16, 18. 18 with a highest ratio. 18 with a, oh shit, 18 with a 4.63. This is going to be interesting. This will be, I never get going up a hill. I mean, I always get going up a hill, but I never get going faster than 50 miles an hour. Let's try it. Spicer transmission, I think that was in the options. Yes, I'll take that. Even a 3 arcs. Mind if we come out on the highway here? No, nobody cares. We're good. So we're probably going to skip gears. Oops. What the hell was that? I think that was me floating. I think floating over the floating over the yeah, I think I probably got so much weight on the rear axle that I can't I suspect I got so much weight on the rear axle that I can't turn. Find out here. Look at the way it's just pushing the. No, this is. Oh well. It was a nice thought. So 77 is too much for this truck. it's daylight now, so I gotta go back to the garage and we'll get something lesser. We'll try to go back to the garage without hitting somebody. Oops, huh? You guys not notice me in the middle of the road? You have. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the garage, and we'll take a slightly smaller, downgrade the transmission a bit. Well, every day is going good. No, people are having not that great a day, but it's Tuesday. I'm in the garage, currently downgrading. I think I'm going to go back to a 16. I don't think I need an 18 with this. Ooh, we don't have 16? Oh, because we don't have the right truck. There we go, 16. Now we should have 16. That's strange. Okay, so we want a 16 plus 2 with a 3.75. 16 plus 2, what do we get better than the 3.75? The best we get is a 4.2. Go with that. 4.1. Okay, let's get a cargo now. We are going to get something fairly heavy, not 77 tons, obviously. Go either from Mobile. We could drive back to Pensacola. Get that to Tampa. I want to go up here, up the coast. Actually, I want to go through Atlanta too. So, there we go. Maybe 62 will make it. You think? Let's try 62. So my day's gone, not too bad. Aside from losing $12,000. That's okay. Best view. I have trouble. Any trains? Why is there never trains on this? Oh, knock on wood, and the trains will come right now and trap me in the middle of it. Please don't. 18 game, 1990. How are you doing? So people have had shitty days at school. I don't know if anybody's had a shitty day at work. Or a shitty day being retired. Cool out here. It's cool weather, but it's supposed to make it hot. My grandson's birthday is tomorrow. He's 11. Possibly 12. Initially for Christmas he wanted a Steam card. And now he wants a headset and a mic because a friend of his in grade 5 is going to China. His best buddy is going to China for 2 months with his family. So he wants a headset so he can talk to his buddy. And Skype doesn't work into China, firewalls and stuff. So his dad set him up with a Discord channel, Discord server. So my 11-year-old grandson now has a Discord server. I teased him. I said, "Oh, you just wanted to be like Gramps." So, when I was 11, I definitely didn't have a Discord server or a computer. Okay, we're going to do another test here, see how 60 tons does. Hopefully, 60 tons will let us go up the Trata. We definitely have the horsepower with the supercharged truck. Weird, eh? Do you need to tarp this job? Apparently not. Tarp's not needed. Okay. So tomorrow will be Wednesday and hump day, so that's good, halfway through the week. Fingers crossed here. Let's see how this thing pulls out with 60 tons. What do you think? Bogged a bit, but it did not pull out with crawl, did it? Where did it start? Now what happens when I go something like this and I have to turn a corner and start off? I bet just gonna get upset. Now we're gonna go. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I think we'll do it okay. Look at the RPM here. It's a torque the engine torque is best between 1500 and 2200 apparently. Homework is good. Do your homework. Canadian scientist, I guess, has to figure out a strategy how to deal with a lazy group. How to deal when you're surrounded by maybe because it's the second week, maybe people will improve once they get their act together and realize this is serious. Yeah, the RPM, when you step on the gas, it drops to 500. Definitely not a lot of torque at 500. I made dinner last night. I made excellent vegetarian chili with added beef broth. Okay, so not sure. Let me turn a corner before I make this decision. Oh, this is a long load, so this is not going to corner very well. This thing, well, actually, probably doesn't track that bad. It should have wide load, although I don't think this truck comes with a wide load sign. Pretty sure there's no banner. But this truck. Okay, let's do our map here, guys. We'll be heading up the I don't have the right trailer. I really want to, apparently this is a really interesting drive here. As you can tell, it's a long highway that's been squooshed. It's on my to-do list, I guess, from Atlanta to just east of Atlanta. You're going through mountains, definitely going through mountains. In this case, we're just going up Huntsville, Nashville, Louisville, over a little bit, Detroit, and then we're crossing here. Oh, at crossing at the Sioux, I guess. Detroit. Yep. Grand Rapids. Yeah, that'd be a good place to cross. Probably need to get gas along here somewhere, but I think we've got one right along the way. Supercharged. It is supercharged, yes. It's I put the link on the and I could not do a 70 to 70 ton. It's put too much weight. I don't know. No, it was just too much for it to pull. I just got stuck no matter what I did. I just couldn't get moving, and it changed the geometry so that, I don't know. I went over crossing and jackknifed and all sorts of shit. So this seems better. I got a 16+2 transmission, which I think it's a 4.1. Supercharged is spelled wrong in the title. That's okay. Title is spelled wrong in your post. It's or super garaged. I get you. It is. Let's see. The stock engine for this FLB was a Caterpillar 550 horsepower at 1850 pound-feet. And I'd added somebody else's engine mod gave you E9 Mac engines, so that gave me a 610 at 2050 pound-feet. And then this fix gives me a supercharged 1968 Cummins diesel, 825 horsepower, but only 22.6 and 67. I mean, it's more than the other one, but that was 2050. But it's interesting because the sweet spot for the torque, according to their specs, is between 1500 and 2250. So look at it revving there. Drops to 1500 to 2200. So man, that was me being a jerk and cutting everybody else off. It's like pulled into the gas station. And I've lost the cool impact wrench starter sound of the Freightliner. You'll hear when I start it in a sec. Been a bad place to stop for gas. We may need to turn the traffic off. We will need to turn the traffic off because it's a stop sign and we have to turn left at the stop. And look at the traffic. Now if we looped around and we possibly could get in the back end of that. Do you think somebody's gonna let me in? We'll see. Somebody is going to let me in. Oh. I'm Bet they're wishing they didn't. Hopefully I don't cause my own gridlock here. It's a little better. So it's going down to like 10 centigrade at night now, and going up, or 7 or 6, and then going up to 17 maybe in the day, but then it's going up to 27 again Thursday and Friday. So there was leftover Hurricane Gordon rain. It's me just wandering out here. Thank you guys. Leftover Hurricane Gordon rain that was supposed to sweep through, and it got pushed south by a cold blast of cold air coming down from the Arctic. So the good news is we missed the rain, and the bad news is it's cold for a few days, but at least we're not on the east coast with the hurricane coming in. Shit. Any of you people from that area, please stay safe. Okay, well, we got a fair amount of horsepower for that hill. We're good. What? That guy didn't see me coming out? Didn't believe I was coming out? Ah. Nope. Nope. Not ready to shift yet. Now it is. And even then, so we see we could have gotten rid of, probably could have gotten by with the 12, because we're not dropping much. Look at how much we drop when we shift. You jerk and get everybody behind us upset. 12 drop down from 2200 to, oh well. I take it back, we use the whole shift range. Okay, we're good. It's debatable whether we really will bother using cruise control. Because we're probably not going to get up to, well, it's a 16 plus 2. It's debatable. Geez, I wonder if they factor in like rolling resistance and wind resistance and stuff, because I know we have torque, but unless we're slightly going uphill, maybe we're 15, 16. See, so jump to gear. So that leads me to believe if it can go to 14 to 16, up a gear. We don't need the 16. 12 would be good. So. And we'll see what our top speed is, and that'll tell us whether we actually needed a lower final differential. Our top speed, we get up to, you can get up to 70. I think we're good with that differential. A lower rear differential would give us a higher top speed, but we're already over the speed limit. In fact, it was 70 for a while, honest. Yeah, so anyways, my grandson got more than enough Steam games, his dad said, but the headset will be good. And there was one for 20 bucks that let me see if his dad got it for him. I texted his dad. Oops. He almost saw the... My son was showing his son something on his phone when I texted, so did you get the headset? And he thinks he cleared it before his son saw it, so it'll be a surprise for him. It's 20 bucks for the headset, they're on sale. Probably not a super headset, but not that serious a gamer, it's just so he can talk to Jonathan in China. On a Discord server. Yeah, funny that Skype doesn't work in China behind the great firewall of China, but so this is a 20-hour job, 21-hour job. I forget to look at the beginning. It was probably like 23 something. And 1,300 miles. 20 hours is 20 hours is 60 minutes. Oh, it could be done by 6:20. Maybe I'll see if I can finish this job. What time we really get finished depends, because it's ETA is 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Tuesday morning now. Geez, we don't have a lot of time, do we? Oops. I'm glad he was going that late, and glad that there was nobody on my right. I did a quick look. Nope, nobody. We're good. He's like, you know, I've got 2 of these GPSs. You think I could watch one of them? That one would do. Weird, we're off the highway, we're on the highway. I'm using Canada Dream to drive in Canada. CANADADREAM. And it gives me Jintan. Welcome to the stream. And it's not bad, really. Not that detailed, but I think it's a one-man job. But gives me Halifax, Truro, Yarmouth, Connecticut, up to Labrador City, de Gaspésie, Montreal, Ottawa. I'm from Ottawa, so you drive through Ottawa and sort of over some warehouses. You see a distant view of the Parliament buildings, so it's sort of okay. You can go up Maniwaki, through Maniwaki and Rouau, and then Iroquois Falls, Hearst, Thunder Bay, Dryden, Winnipeg, a couple of routes here. Regina, Saskatoon, Edmonton or Calgary, and then Williams Lake, up to Vancouver, up to Prince Rupert, Fort McMurray, Whitehorse, Yellowknife. Pretty good. But the roads are not as detailed as the coast to coast U.S. one. Like the coast to coast also has people. One guy just ran amok here and did all these little tiny roads. Now it's flat. Oh, it was just a lot of roads that all look the same. Oh, I've also got. I should show people while I'm detouring. I've added Mexico Extreme. That adds the Baja Peninsula, and then down in here, not all of Mexico, but a good chunk of Mexico, and it has roads. If you zoom in here, like this thing here, like spaghetti roads. A lot of fun, and I recommend if you're putting mods on to put on the Mexico map, because when they do mountains and canyons, they do mountains and canyons. Beautiful job. So, back up to 15. Do I know if there's much truck transport in the east? Well, there is. I mean, in real life or in the game? In AI traffic in the game, or do you mean that are there a lot of roads in the east? I'm heading to the east, right? I'm going to, I'm coming through here, okay? Don't pull in yet. Thank you. We're going to, well, no, we're going to Toronto. We're not, I thought we were going to Moncton. That was another job. And we're heading off, and it's a nice day. Thank you for viewing, viewers. I see a plane in the distance. Oh, it's gone now. If you're a follower, thanks for following. If you are a subscriber, thanks even more for subscribing. And whisper me your email, and I'll send you a free copy of one of my books, EPUB version. Info of my books on my page there, on my channel page. And also, if you want to join my Discord server, there's an invite there also on the page. And information about the kind of hardware I have and some screen grabs. Crusher, thank you very much for the stream with 4. Thank you, Crusher. We've got a nice community of people associated with our streams here. There's a bunch of us that stream, and we tend to follow each other and post each other and rate each other. Geez, I wasn't sure what that guy was. Oh, they're all pulling off to the way station, I guess. Oh, just a rest stop. Vermont roads in game to drive. Well, they don't have a lot of. ATS in Russian, oh, lots of trailer damage, but made it. I don't know how many trips I made. Well, I know. Put it the other way, I rarely made a trip in Russian open space without trailer damage, but that's, you know, I would often pull those great big freaking 75-ton ICBMs, but Jintan, yeah, I'll zoom in for a second, show you the map, the detail that they have in eastern Canada of roads. So not a lot, you know, they've got a loop here, Halifax and Yarmouth and Truro, and then Moncton. You can do a few routes between Moncton and Rivière-du-Loup. You can go to Caracat and up around Gaspésie and Matane and stuff like this. The same here. Bécamont or Sept-Îles. There's a loop here around Saguenay-Latuque. You know, so there are some alternate things, but a big wooden bridge. Oh, so you're in the northeast? You're in the northeast of Russian open space? In snowy land? Or just on the northeast, they have bridges that aren't really bridges. Yes. I think I am not complained. I commented on those in the forum, those bridges, and I think if you've got a stock trailer, like just a dry van, you can make it over them. But I think if you have a long trailer from somebody else, then you often fall through the cracks on the rickety bridges. So, is that what you had? Did you have, just wondering, did you have a stock trailer or did you have an add-on? Jintan, thank you for following. I've changed my image, and I've changed things so the GIF or GIF and the sound are different for a follow or a subscribe or for bits or post or raid, stuff like that. So, because I finally figured out how to do it. So, oh, okay. So my understanding was that you have a better chance of getting across with a stock trailer because they fit better than the add-ons. But I think I save whenever I see those bridges. There's several of those bridges, and what I do is save, and I try it, and then I go back to the save, and I just fly over the bridge. Because I usually end up getting stuck and I can't move. Never mind damage, so it's fun. But we're talking about add-on for ATS2, Russian open space. There's several Russian themed, I think, because it's a Czechoslovakian game that from this company SCS does these two games. It's from Czechoslovakia, and for whatever reason there's a lot of Russian followers too, and big teams there. So there's Rus map, which is just the east of ETS map, ETS2 map, and then Russian open space, which is farther to the east of that and really big, and then southern region just to the south of Rus map, and the Great Steppe, same sort of area. Amazing detail. The add-ons are great for this. I'm really impressed. These guys have done sort of like a open source interface, whatever you call that when you publish your interface specs so people can write mods and stuff. Smart move. Rather than trying to be grabby and say, no, we don't want to tell anybody, we want to do all the mods ourselves, and then taking 10 years to do the mods and the game dies. No. Leave it open. telling people to buy the game. I don't think I can get a commission if people buy the game because I tell them to buy the game. Maybe you have to be a partner to do that. You know, click here for G29 and I'll get $1 back or something, and you'll get $1 off. And your front end keep hitting the snow. Did you have a heavy load and lift a mid-lift axle to get more weight on your drives? When you do that, it mushes the front end down up with the Scania. You're kind of back now. Sorry, I've just got to catch up here. Scientist, what is dinner? What are you making for dinner? Oh, those parts of the road with piles of snow in the middle of the road. So, but Crusher, if you've got the okay, there's places on the road where they have piles of dirt. Because I think you just go through snow unless you don't have speed in snow enabled. Oh, I was going to check what my mileage was on this, eh? Oh, still 3 miles a gallon. That's not bad for this engine. It's like a, well, it's a little lower. When I look at it, it goes lower because we're going up a hill, but this is an 875 horsepower engine. Oh, Mongolian beef and rice. All right. Very nice. My vegetarian chili with added beef broth tasted remarkably good. I think it's because I put a big chunk of dry rub. I have this dry rub for ribs and game. Just a mix of spices from this place in Toronto. I put a big, put a tablespoon of that in. That helped, I guess. It's vegetarian because I use that ground up, that mock beef, that TVP, textured vegetable protein. Looks like ground beef, looks like cooked ground beef. And I buy it because you can get it different flavors, and the flavor I get is a Mexican flavor. And then the rest of it is chopped up, onion, peppers, carrots, celery, garlic, can of tomatoes, 2 cans of kidney beans, a can of chickpeas, a can of black beans, drained, like not the tomatoes, but all the beans and that, I drain them to get that yucky, salty sauce out of them. And then a liter of beef broth. I simmer it all for about like a couple hours, and then add that ground Mexican beef at the end for another 5 minutes. So it's basically clean out the crisper, which I think is how it's used in Mexico, really. Just like when we make soup here. The Mongolian beef sounds good. Hopefully it makes lots of leftovers. That's what I always do. When in doubt, cook a big pot of stuff. Fill, fill the containers, stick it all in the freezer. Especially helpful when you're out too late. Stop at the pub for a couple of beer, you come home 7:30, 8 o'clock, you're looking at the fridge. Shit, I don't want to cook anything. Oh, I don't have to. I can nuke this. Alright. Are we actually going to get out of 14? There we go. So yeah, we do need 16. We do need the number of gears that a 16 plus 2 gives us, because it nicely carried the range from, like it covers the torque range. If we had too many gears, it would have been dropped only half the torque range. Oh, I remember when my son was a teenager, we would go to Swiss Chalet for ribs. I really liked ribs, and so did he. I get a rack of ribs for both of us. We would eat like a dog, and then, do you want all those ribs, Dad? Yes, yes I do. I'll just take them to another table here. Do we have some more bread at this table? No, this pot of, I mean, it's like an 8-quart pot, I think, that I used for this chili. I mean, it's all those cans of stuff, eh? So, you know, big can of tomatoes and a liter of broth, and then all those chopped up vegetables, and then, 4 other cans of miscellaneous beans and stuff. So it makes a good thing. Maybe I'll start a recipe stream on my recipe channel on my server. So driving on ATS, especially in this part, especially if you don't put on the small roads option, is pretty painless. You know, just get on the freeway, get in the middle lane, piss people off, and okay, so we're going a little slow here. Guess I could have the speed control on it. There you go. Let's set it at 65. This lane disappears, see? Not a good idea. A sec, we gotta go here. Had to look at the top of my stream here. So we're up to 334 followers. That's pretty good. Doing good. A good little community here. Oops, there we go. So, Canadian scientist. Do your sort of the younger brothers take turns cooking too, or is that always your job? Because I must admit, I brought up 2 kids, and neither of them really got a lot of cooking lessons from me. I don't know why, but They could have, um, but I was co-parenting. Well, they went a week back and forth, so I think my daughter probably got some lessons from her mom when she was with her. My son, not so much. For years after, he would be phoning me up or texting me, on a lot of the basics. Dad, how do you do this? How do you do that? So. Dad, how do you boil water? Sort of thing. We had a microwave when they grew up, of course, and it was very much the put it in for a few minutes on high and see what happens, and if it's not done, well, put it in for a few minutes more. Ignore the program on the microwave. But no, I take that back. My kids I did have them do the occasional simple recipes, but like, here's a taco kit. Brown the meat, chop up the lettuce and stuff, so. Where are we now? We are into a somewhat less than hopefully that truck's not too loud when I sit on the roof here. I suspect it is, though. Let's see where we are on the map. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks loud. It looks loud on my meter there. We are here. If it's too loud, people will say can't hear you. Oh. Louisville. See, we gassed up way the hell back there. We'd be doing good. So this is not a bad. I mean, it's, what is it, 246 gallons, and we're getting, 3 miles to gallon. So, not bad for a truck with this weight and this size engine. Actually seems a little unrealistic, but if we got something here, this is, I think, it's pull off and it's a rest stop. Oh, and we can go through a weigh scale. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna weigh this truck. Because I'm curious. Curious as to what this truck weighs. At the pub yesterday, somebody got caught with the old Henway joke. He was talking about fixing something at the house or something like this, and he was saying he was going to have to, he thought he was going to have to, get a furnace guy in to adjust the Henways. Somebody said, what's a Henway? And he's like, oh, 4 or 5 pounds? It's like, gee. I think I heard that joke when I was in public school. I guess we can gas and weigh here. Sort of. What they do is they set this up so you can't do both. Make it kind of dumb for you. I don't want to weigh the whole thing. I could weigh the whole thing. Let's try that. It depends. You have to pick either gas and rest or weigh scale. Anybody behind me? No. let's do it. Okay, let's try. There's a possibility we'll get hung up though. You know what I'm gonna do? I want both weights, so I want to be a jerk and block the gas pumps. Let's do, we want to get the truck. Get it posted here, because everything is on post-its in life, right? Oh, we get the truck. $10? $10 is good. 12 tons. Okay. Let's see how much the trailer weighs now. Oh, nobody came in and complained. Good. Oh, they probably called the cops on us or something, right? Assuming this will work. AT3. Oops, sorry. Oh, I didn't know I had that in here. AT3. I never looked in that corner. That interesting. And the load itself is 62. So 83 minus 62. Throwing the pen out because it doesn't work. There's another one. 83 minus 62 is 21. Which means that 21 minus 12 is 9. So the trailer's 9 and the truck is 12. Oh, we got all sorts of things. And this, oh, so that's where the light is. Yeah, I wonder where the light was. Why didn't you tell me, Mel? Okay. Bumpity bump. Hopefully we don't get hung up on this. No. Feel free to stop right in front of me. I did. Yeah, you did. I know. Also need our lights on it. Nice lights. Lots of lights. Oh, I think we have, we can put flashing lights at the back. Oh, I was pretty sure, I just want to check and see whether it's worthwhile stopping in to get, I've got a Volvo too. To see whether I can get plates, I can get a fog light, I can get a front banner. Okay, I can get an oversized load. Okay, why don't we stop at the next place that we can stop? Which is going to be the next garage. And here, we'll stop here and buy a banner. Ooh, we have to do that? Okay. Into Louisville. Okay. Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not sure what else happens in Louisville. Ooh, it's foggy. stay on the road here. Yeah, we didn't need a lot of gas, but it doesn't hurt to gas up. Anyways, probably time for my hello. Hello viewers, thank you for viewing my stream and joining in the chat. If you did, or you can just lurk, that's cool too. Or do your homework. Or cook supper. Or go to sleep. If you're a follower, thanks for being a follower. If you're a subscriber, even better. You can use your Amazon Prime if you want to. And it'll be, I'll whisper me your address then, and I'll send you an e-book copy of my books. You can look on my window. There's my Twitch, on my Twitch window, there's a information about my books. You can pick which one you want, and there's also invite to my Discord channel. We've got a Discord channel we use for chatting, share truck mods, possibly share recipes. We'll see. Homework assignments. I've also got a self-promote channel there, so you can promote your stream or anything you sell. You sell your own books or art or hand-carved peach bits, whatever. Put a link up there. We're getting there, eh? We discovered that, yeah, this is good. I'm not sure, you know. That was a 70. That was a 60. We're okay with it. It's a 60, isn't it? We're okay with 62, and 77 just completely bogged us out. Now, it might have been that particular trailer, because I think it was a diesel, and it didn't look like it had self-steering at all on the axle, so you're turning a corner, you're trying to drag everything sideways. The other side of the road. We've got random road events. But maybe once we get over past Louisville, maybe start heading a little farther north, maybe it gets a little more interesting. Yeah, that's 70. I don't know why the 77. It's not much heavier than this, really. And I had a better transmission, like with more gears. I had an 18 speed with a very low, like a very high differential, so very good low end pulling. But I don't know. It just seemed to. The geometry seemed weird. The way it held the road. Like I went over the railway tracks and then jackknifed. Très bizarre. Maybe I'll try it with another heavy load. I think there's a 77 or something that has those two excavators or two trucks on it. Those two big yellow mining trucks. No, see, I get distracted as soon as I think about these things. These things, I think this is a self-steering trailer, and there's no wheels in the front. And I had this thing, which is, I don't think self-steering. I don't know. It's wheels, just so. No, I might be able to pick that up from, oops, get back in the road here, get back in the game here. Might be able to pick that up from Trana. Gonna be Trana. Not now, but you know, or this thing. One of these things that has, not the long beam, but you know, one of these things that has axles just at the back. Ooh, see, Toronto to Watson Lake. How's that? How cool would that be? Well, it might take a while, but you know, pass the time. Oh yeah, I forgot to signal that. Do we get a merge here, or do we get a... Oh no, we don't. No, we just get a... And I noticed the game usually when it just gives you a jump out is instead of a merge. There's rarely traffic there. Oh. There's a balloon. See, now we're suddenly we've run out of boring. Weird the way it suddenly stops. Boring plains, and now it's trees. The horn's okay, but I need to try the different horns. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're going in here. We're going in here to get a. Oh, MCB. If you're still on, can I get horns for this that sound like the horns on the Volvo? I mean the horn of the Volvo. The one I happen to have. I'm not sure how I got it. Sounds like a train horn. Wide on this because we're tracking. I guess it doesn't really matter which way we went here. Should we drop the load and go in? That'd be a very jerky thing to do. As with driving in front of that car. We may not get out. Oops, never thought of that. Oh well, we'll find out, won't we? Oh, because we can't back this up either. I think that's a pivot point. Oops. May have done an oops here. So, banner. Fore grill, upper grill, doo-da-doo-da-day. Oh, I think if we do the front banner, then we cover up a bunch of lights and stuff. Yeah. But it does say oversized low, so it looks cool. Now the other thing is the horns. Horns I think are on top. Oh, we can't put them there because there's something there. I want to take off Sting because then I lose the light bar. Yeah. Do I want to put little flags on? No, oh, I've been through this before. They don't have red flags. They do have red flags. I could do a white flag and say left and right or something. You can do these. No. The flags were good. So, oh yeah, no, I want to buy these. I don't want to buy these. See the order? I want to buy a firm order. Okay, now let's see if my vanity will be the death of me. What happens when you try to back this thing up? Is it? Oh, it does react. It does react like a single unit. It's locked. Yep, so we have to choose the right direction. Does that help us? That doesn't really help us, does it? Nope. We might be better off just to do this. Yeah, we can get out with magic, but let's see if we can get out just by doing a U-turn here. See how well this thing turns. This angle so we can get out. Oops. Shit, that was the trailer. That was the trailer. We've got the trailer damage. 1%. Oh well, that'll cost a bag of money. Just caught the edge there, but the close counts. I mean, okay, we're good. Oh well, that was probably a $1,200 banner now. It's a 4,000, no, that's not the job, that's my total, that's the job. $107,000 job. It's pretty good, eh? And now it's night, so nobody's going to see my banner anyways. And we're in a 4-lane highway, so they'll only see it if they look in their rearview mirror and say, "Oh, nice banner, man. I like that." We can't do this. Well, we got... I'll show you what we got for... I believe we have a shitload of high beams here. We have a front. Oh, we have a roof. Got a roof. Okay. We got a beacon. So we got beacons on here. We got beacons on the back. We got beacons to death there. Coffee's gonna come back and bite me at 2 in the morning. My son's cut back on coffee, he said. He hasn't been sleeping well. So one of the things he's done is cut back on coffee. But he has, you know, not McDonald's, or Tim Hortons, extra large, you know, triple sugar, triple milk sort of thing. So There's a lot of coffee in there, but he said he looked it up, and caffeine gets absorbed into the fat in your body and then re-released. So that's why a coffee can still affect you 6 hours later. Yeah, getting back to using magic, I've occasionally had to use magic to get out of a repair when I had a really long trailer. I forget what it was. And you get recovered to an assistance center, and you can't get out because there's just a narrow exit like that. I've had to fly out and land on the freeway. A bit of Harry Potter magic. So we got 11 hours to go. That will take us to if we went to 5, that would take us to the thing is you can't really see the back end unless you have the flashers on like I do. So if I change the time till 5, then we've still got 11 hours, so we'll get in at 4, so that's good. It'll be daytime. Hit someone say Harry Potter. Yeah, Gramps said Harry Potter. And now I'm going to say that I haven't read all the books or seen all the movies. And I can't remember how far I got. Same with Game of Thrones. I read some of the Game of Thrones books, and I saw some of the Game of Thrones movies, and I just stopped. It was good, it was just not. Now, I did read Lord of the Rings 1.5 times. Probably in my 20s, I read when it came out, whenever it came out. The big release, I read The Lord of the Rings, loved it, and The Hobbit, and all of them. And then I went back about 6 or 7 years ago and tried to reread The Lord of the Rings, and I just couldn't get going, even though it was long enough I didn't remember in detail what had happened, but it just wasn't my thing anymore. Oops, I think we need to change lanes, because this guy seems to have pulled over a car by parking in the middle of the lane. I think I stopped. I think the last book I read probably was Harry Potter and the Runny Nose. That was it. Oh. Pardon my heresy there. I got a Stephen King book. I forget what it is. It's his latest, I think, out of the library, and I had it on hold. I went to the library to pick up a couple of books, and I forgot one of them was a Stephen King book, and it was like, holy shit, this is heavy. I gotta carry this all the way home. Wow. I got into the series. I mean, I probably did 3 or 4 books. I don't know how many there are of Harry Potter and of Game of Thrones, and maybe it's just that I get, I don't know, sparkly things. There was a series, a fantasy series, based on the characters in Dungeons and the Dungeons and Dragons board game. The simulation game. The same people, I think it was the same people, are associated. They started publishing a bunch of fantasy books, and I read dozens of those. Same with his name now. Terry Pratchett. Got a whole box full of Terry Pratchett. Got into that. Wheel of Time? Nope. Nope. Who missed Wheel of Time by? And is it wine time somewhere? Oh, it's 6:13. I think it is time for some wine. How much longer do I have to drive here? I got another half hour to drive, so yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna change the time too. Oh, and it's raining, and it's not daytime yet. When does the sun come up here? Well, I guess sunrise comes a little later if it's raining. Okay, well then let's go to 6 o'clock. Sorry. Can't make up my mind here. Well, that's weird. 5 and 6. How about? Oh, and that's. I wondered what we were missing. That's what we were missing, apparently. Rainus. Vipers. Oh, I think these are just 2-speed. There's a mod. I think they can be 3-speed. 1, 2, 3. Well, they are 3. And stop. So intermittent. Slow. Not quite so slow. As a writer, I'm impressed with the job that Rowling did on Harry Potter, on the series. A lot of it was mapped out, but some of it she just winged it, which is good. She did a damn fine job of writing. And what a rags to riches story, you know, a broke single mother. And now rich, and I think she gives a lot of it away too. And of course, she had to fake the fact she couldn't, you know, she had to have initials for her first name. She couldn't use her name, whatever her first name is, you know, Janet or Jean or whatever. Because, of course, publishers don't like to publish books by women, for whatever reason. So... that corner being a little too much. Where the hell are we anyways? Dink, 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 dink. We are Ohio, I guess, if it's Columbus, Cleveland. Now let's go along the QE. I have not done that. Let's go this way. What does this do? That's what it does? Yeah, we'll do that. It'll send us through, it doesn't realize it. It's going to send us through Niagara Falls. Oh, I wonder if we'll see Niagara Falls. Not on the map, but it's there, right there between, you know, Ontario and Erie. Yeah, and then we go the QEW, which is going to take us possibly over the Burlington Skyway past Hamilton. I wonder. J.E. Jans, Michael Connolly, really good writers. Okay. Okay. Oh, wine. I was getting wine. Don't go away, folks. I'll do my fancy sign because it's so exciting to have fancy signs. Oh, Joanne. That's her name. Joanne Rowling. Thanks. Oops, I was trying to read who that was. Thanks, dark blue person. Arctic Wolf. Sorry. Thanks, Arctic Wolf. What sort of thing did you do on her? Just like a rise and fall of, well, no fall. She does some good burns of Trump too. Being she's quite skillful with words. Although it's, I don't know, it's like taking a gun to a knife fight, really. And wine, it's cheap white wine that probably would have been better if I'd left it in the fridge rather than sitting on the counter. Capped, but still. Ooh, trees, look, trees. That's good. We're finally going to get out of the endless grasslands. Although it is Ohio, there's not a lot of mountains in Ohio. So. Joanne Kathleen Rowling, publishers. But Ohio, yeah. No, but I mean, it's I know it's common for women writers in general, unless they're writing a romance. No, it's not. I mean, there's more need for women writers to just put initials than for male writers to do that. It's just a bias. And I'm not sure why. You know, women might be better writers if they're better in touch with their emotions, the sensitivity and stuff. Unless maybe men are, the stereotype, maybe men are better writing, shoot 'em up game, shoot 'em up books. Like Todd Clancy. I watched the latest Tom Clancy series on Amazon. And it's very much rah-rah. And if you're a terrorist, you must be Muslim and have brown skin. That's pretty well the way they do it. Sort of hear the rain. I was looking for a weather mob that did storms. I don't know if anybody's done one. Maybe ETS has, because they're not always the same in both games. Like there might be an ETS one that's not a workshop, because not everybody goes to the workshop either. But one where, when it rains, it just pisses down rain. Like sheets of rain, it'd be nice to have, and yeah. You'd have the wind blowing sheets of wind past you. That'd be good. Maybe 80, maybe SCS would actually add that to their games. Better weather. Oh, we got our high beams on. Oh, maybe we don't need the high beams on at least. We do need lights on though. It's still very dull, eh? Oops. Oh, did she? Oh, Robert Galbraith. Yes, she wrote Robert Galbraith after. She wrote a book as Robert Galbraith after she published. And it was better. I think it was received all right, but it was better received after people figured out that it was her that had written it. Which could have just been a case of, like, I don't know whether it really was as good, or whether people, or whether people just had to be given a reason to pick it up and read it. Did you look at the success of the compared to other books, and how and why they were better, worse, or different? And one more question, Artie Wolf. You live in the Arctic? You live in northern Canada? And hence the name? Well, actually, you can't. I know you can't live too far north in Canada because you wouldn't be able to get high speed. Welcome, viewers. We've got rain. We've got this big generator piece that's untarped. We're driving in our FLB Freightliner. It's a 62 ton, and we've got a what did I say? I think it's a however many horsepower, 825 horsepower. Whoops! Oh, we're gonna get a collision. Oh, we didn't. Okay. Well, see, I've got ravens and Ravens View and all that stuff because I like ravens. I think they're cool. They are smart birds and clever, and they are a symbol of First Nations in a lot of First Nations cultures use the raven interchangeably with the Norwegian Norse Loki trickster. So, hence the raven. And I did used to have black hair. It's white now, but hey, it's hair. So. My son started going gray at 17. Just the temples. Touched up his hair for several years, and then there was, he used to use a blend of indigo and brown, because different dyes tint the regular hair or the gray hair differently. And then he just gave up. He said, who cares? He has glasses and a mustache and beard and gray hair. I have glasses, mustache and beard and white hair. Let me suggest that it downshift. There we go. So the this engine is, I'll show you where we're going on the map too. We are going from Mobile. I think we started in Mobile. We're heading to Toronto, and we're taking this route here. We'll go around the lake. Maybe we'll see the lake. We won't see snow, but see rain. Oh, wipers, yeah. So, that's where we are, viewers. Thanks for joining the stream. If you're a follower, thanks for following. If you're a subscriber, or you want to subscribe with your Amazon Prime, ooh, that'll be exciting. Because well, you get a little icon, or like a little emoticon that I did of a raven when you chat, so you can use that emoticon. Like it's exclusive to this channel. And you can also get a free copy of one of my books. More info on the two books is on my Twitch page as an invite to the Discord server. Can I do Winnipeg? I could do Winnipeg or Winterpeg. There's a good chance that it's not going to look any different than Thunder Bay. Now Thunder Bay, you can see out in the bay, you can see, I think the island is the Sleeping Giant, but I mean, I think Winterpeg might just be another, let me look, we can go that way when we get to Trana, but there's a possibility, especially the Canada map, since it's a one-man job, that it's just, you know, cut and paste. There is a oh yeah, sorry, I'll stop calling it Winterpeg now. There is a Winnipeg on the map, but there's not a lot, you know, there's two side streets. We could pull off, do a loop, and then go back on the highway. We may not see any, is there anything iconic about Winnipeg? You know, a giant ball of yarn. You know, a tower with a airplane stuck on the top. I don't know. You know, a big domed Capitol building. Is there something iconic that maybe the developers added? I've been to Winnipeg once, and I really can't remember what I saw. I was living in Dryden at the time. We drove up to Winnipeg and I think went shopping. Maybe stood at the corner of not Somerset and Vine, a corner of geez, old age here. There's a famous Windy Corner in Winnipeg. It'll come to me if I sit here long enough. Portage. Portage in Maine? Is it Portage in Maine in Winnipeg, where supposedly is a really windy coal corner? Oh, drugs and crime. No. My daughter went to university at the Lakehead, in Thunder Bay for a year, and I think she really found a lot of problems with it. Smallish place, a lot of problems with drugs and crime. So, Portage in Maine. Yeah, I had it right. Oop, no, we're not pulling over here. We're doing a loop. Get on the roof here again. Oh, we do need to be over, okay. I wasn't sure whether that lane was just gonna fade away. I'm doing this whole stream without music. And then I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Because YouTube gets upset when I have music. You can get copyright-free music for Twitch. Then that was interesting. There's a big mountain back there. But then if YouTube gets upset, you can also get copyright-free music for YouTube. But then Twitch gets upset, so they don't share the same. I think my daughter just wanted to get out of town, and she, you know, wanted to do environmental studies, that sort of stuff. She's been a junior forest ranger, we'd been camping and stuff, so she was kind of a woodsy kid. So she wanted to do that. And she was there for a year, and then she missed her friends, and she realized that if she came home, like we was having to pay for a lot of it on the savings. If she came home, she could live for free. We were still co-parenting, but she lived for free at her parents'. So. She lived with me for a while, and then she didn't like the fact that I had rules, and I didn't really cook or clean for her a lot. She went to her mother's. Her mother had less rules and more cooking and cleaning. So. Oh no, actually, I had less rules. So that was the trade-off. Her mother had more rules. Thought it was worth it because my daughter didn't have to worry so much about cooking and cleaning while she was going to university. Oh well. No, probably go shift, hit shift, and go boom. I think I like this engine and this truck combination, and it seems to be okay for, again, like I said, we had 77 tons, and we were just tits up in the ditch. Pardon my French, but. All these jobs take longer because, I mean, the estimate that they give you assumes that I think you're going to be doing 80. Let's see, we're doing 75, the speed limit, pretty well. And it's pretty well staying at 531 down to the ETA, so they assume you're doing that speed like that. If you're going a lot slower, taking a long time to get up to speed, well, then you end up taking longer than the estimate. We're getting near or something? Oh, gas station. You know? Wouldn't kill me to get gas. Yeah. I'm down. Well, it's the same thing, kind of. Weigh scale. Now, normally, of course, the truck would pull in between two pumps, and they would be closer, so that you could fill both tanks. And one would be a master pump, and the other is a slave pump, so you put your card in one pump, start that, run around the other side, start that side, and you're good. Don't do that. This is pretty good mileage on this. Don't really have to worry about this engine. I had thought that going up in horsepower from, what did I have? Initially 550 going to 825. I thought mileage would suck, but I don't think so. Interesting load, eh? Like, no way would they leave this out here with some of the copper. And no way would they have, well, 1, 2, 3, well, they got 6 straps on it, but still. It'd be tarred and strapped to death. That of this engine. Getting used to that whine of the supercharger, the supercharger, whatever I called it. I will edit that MCB after I now entering Pennsylvania. Okay. Maybe I'll get some cider. Wine's not good for me late at night. I get thirsty and suck it back too much. Cider's better. And we've got an 825 Cummins supercharged engine, if you missed that update, which has a torque range between 15 and 2200. Mostly the other engines are between 1000 and 1600, so. And it torque range is higher, like the peak is up towards 2000, so there's a on the mod of the Steam Workshop, there's a sheet from the manufacturer, the real manufacturer, saying something about just rev the shit out of it, basically. You need more power. If you need more power, then, well, if need be, drop a gear and get the revs up. So. Short range between 15 and 16, eh? That's weird. Thought they'd be like even, maybe shorter between the lower gears and the longer, higher gears, but seems not. Oops, I'm going too fast. Okay. Have fun at work. See you later. Have a nice night. Hopefully your work goes better than your day at school did. So, I may be on later tonight. So. I'm going to continue right on through for this, and then make some chili, or I got my chili, so I'll just heat up some chili and toast, I think, and But I got some stuff to drop in the mailbox, so maybe I'll do that. Card to email to my girlfriend, stuff to drop in the mailbox along with it, and then come back home, have some supper. Maybe go on later tonight. 9:30 or so, we'll see how awake I am. I'm sure getting out for a walk will wake me up, so. It's 6, yeah, 6:45, and we've got maybe 15 minutes left before we get to Toronto, so. A few more hours. I'm not sure what kind of jobs we'll have once we get to Toronto, you know. Let's take a peek and see. More might pop up later on, but let's see what the market looks like. And we're not sure whether we want to do a 77, but we might be able to. Well, we don't want to go down to Mexico. I think we want to go across Canada. Got this to Regina. It's only 9 tons though. Hardly that exciting for a truck. Yeah. So like when I get there, I think I'm going to just stop and then go do my stuff, and then when I come back later on, if I come back on tonight before I start streaming, I'll change the time and if need be rest so that I can get a good choice for Toronto. Back into this default. Get near the border yet? Here, do a little loop around. And I think we're going to just take the ramp. I'm going to try to be careful to share the ramp with people, because when you do that, then they just cut inside and hit your trailer. Pull over now. I've been around, I know what the AI does. We should be there by 7. It's 10 to 7 time here in Ottawa. Oh geez, I've got got fruit flies flying around too. Oh, maybe this is the border. Oh yeah, we're gonna change our settings because everything is in kilometers, right? So miles per hour is just confusing. It's going to be all weird values. I guess kilometers, Celsius, liter. Consumption units. Default. We still want the currency in US dollars though. Okay. See? Limit now is 100 kilometers an hour. Weight is still the same. Okay, so on our left we would have possibly Niagara River and Niagara Falls. Possibly. I don't know. We may see. We're exploring here. That might be that would be the Niagara River. Niagara Falls. We do have Niagara Falls. Well, son of a gun. We got Niagara Falls. Yeah, there's a truck there. Try it again. Niagara Falls? Well, let's do a complete thing here. Okay. Oops. Well, we got Niagara Falls. This is interesting because this is the not sure what side they've done, you know. Is that supposed to be the American Falls? No, it can't be, because the American Falls is, they crumble down and they're all kind of jumbled. The Canadian ones are a little smoother. Then we go across the Peace Bridge. That's cool. Oh, thank you for viewing. Thank you for following. And join my Discord if you want. That's info on my screen here. Let's get way the hell over here. Let's back in around the corner because there's a right-hand turn right before the Peace Bridge. Not sure why. So that's that way. And this way is Lake Ontario. Oh, it's not bad. Good for him. And good for the developer. And we are 3 minutes from Toronto. Maybe it would be done at 7. So stick around when we're finished. I'll do a quick look to see what jobs are available to go out through Western Canada, or maybe Western Canada would be good. And then if there's enough of you, maybe we'll do a raid of somebody else. We'll see who else is on that I know. You know, maybe Reed will be on or something, and then we can raid Reed's stream. Yep. Like Ontario, that's what happens. The QEW Queen Elizabeth Way does in fact loop around like Ontario, like on its right. And we will possibly see Hamilton, the Stelco, various steel mills and stuff, and then possibly, and then Burlington, and the Burlington Skyway, which goes over, like it just goes over a big access for the harbor. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, it must be Canada. Look, Christmas trees. Where are the igloos? That's my my unanswered question here. Well, when we get into Toronto, at least we're going to see the CN Tower, which I think is modeled after the Seattle Tower. I think they've got a tower that they use all over. If you have a tall tower, yeah, you get this one. It looks like Seattle. Yeah, you get this one. Okay, not everybody gets it. Maybe Winnipeg doesn't get it. Maybe they don't have a big tower there. Bluffs and some high areas around Hamilton. Maybe we're getting to that. Certainly are mountains to climb here. So I think I'll do that. I think once I finish this, before I go back on this map, what I'll do is I'll do a save, and then I'll experiment and see if I actually can pull a 77-ton load with this truck as is. Maybe it was just the load that I had. It was a diesel locomotive with wheels in the front and back, like 20 axle sort of thing. Okay, leaving the lake now. Why are we leaving the lake? Oh, because we're going to be in Toronto soon. Ooh, what the hell's that up there? Look at that. And the road just sort of going off into space. Tree. Oh, there's another tree. There's the trees. That's weird when that happens. No, I think we go to Toronto. What's the other one? Take us to Barrie? Barrie Sound. Oh yeah. Sort of. Whoop. This building is appearing. I'm sure the CN Tower is going to appear. We'll see, right? Getting there. It's almost Toronto. There it is. Sort of the CN Tower. Down by the train station, which CNCB shared at one point. Other tall buildings. I don't know. Nothing else that looks Toronto-like. There we trees floating in the air in Toronto. Not sure why. I mean, there's a lot of big buildings in downtown Toronto, and condos by the water, but I don't recognize any particular iconic building. Slopey one? I think that slopey one is out by north of the city, but maybe not. Whoa! 435 bits. Cheer, 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 cheer. Excellent. Galactic Stardust. Thank you. And I fixed that, so now I get a little rotating star when you do that, and it makes a nice noise, and all those bits go into the, look at them all filling into the jar. They will fill the jar. Thank you, Galactic Stardust. Oops, some of the gas there. It almost star. Every time I do that with this new engine. Watch the RPM. Okay, so we're idling. Step on the gas and it's whoa. No, we're good, we're good. Excellent, 100 plus 100 plus 100. Excellent, thank you for the cheer. For the bits. Bits. Tu parles français, it's bits. Ooh, we have to go in there. Oh, it'll be okay though. Funny though. What the hell do they... Well, who knows? Ours is not to reason why. It's just like the FedEx guy delivers stuff to your house. Well, they don't know what it is anyways, but... My landlady upstairs. Used to get all sorts of... She was a big online shopper. She get all sorts of clothes. Okay. Multison Motors. So this is a part for a car, apparently. Are we gonna back it in somewhere? No, shit, no. Drop it there? Yeah, we'll try that. Oh, over there. Look where we are, though. If we can do this, I wonder if it actually will go around the corner here. Oh, it will. It will. It will. Hopefully we don't damage the trailer, because we are damaged. Oop, oop, oop. Shit. Oh, we've damaged the trailer now. So close, eh? Just skip parking the trailer. What did we get for damage? Oh, it's damage to the truck. I'm gonna care about that. We can fix that. When we get in with the trailer, we probably could have backed up and done it nicer, more elegant, but you know, after a long trip, you just want to dump the load and go. So, now we do bad damage, so even a good percentage, I mean, it's an expensive load. But we lose 1%, which is $5,000. So now, very sad, because now we're penniless now. So let's see what the job market is, because I think next job I want to go west. I can either go down east. Well, I can either go down east. I'm going to do Canada. Either go down east or out west. Then I want to try a heavy load. In fact, even heavier. So I might do a rest and then see what I can get. There's not a lot out to Canada, the rest of Canada. BC, there's this thing out to Stewart, BC. This is the kind of thing I'd like, but a heavy one. Oh, we'll let me look at Twitch. Don't go away, folks. Let me look at Twitch and see if there's anybody we know. Who's hanging in here? Uh, Anybody doing trucks? No, no. S is on. She's doing something. Soko. I don't see any. Well, let me look at the. Let me look at ATS just in general and see who's on ATS and give them a raid. Listen to this guy. See what he sounds like. He sounds like he'd be right back. So let's go do him. How about Steffi Marie?
Yes, ma'am.
And then Dre Dog. So we're probably gonna take it. Let's just hear Dre Dog's got it.
Okay.
Say something in chat, sir.
Let's do a
Dreo.
Let's do a raid. Because raids are fun.
No. No. I say Dreo.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's go.
Let's do a raid of Steffi Marie
S7 entered lately?
421.
I haven't.
That don't work yet.
Still says it will cancel it.
Yeah, it still says it'll be canceled.
No cancel. Go ahead, young lady.
Okay. I know they need to seriously fix that. Oh,
I was gonna tell trash. Age before beauty.
I'm gonna head
It's gonna be so nice having cruise control.
Raven's View, thank you so much for that raid. I seriously need to work on that sound. I need to change that sound so much. What is up? Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Excellent.
Welcome
Thank
in,
you,
everybody,
guys.
from Raven's View
What
stream.
the?
Sorry, I was reading chat.